Welcome to Hell Part 4 for Manchester United. Champions League week is back. United head to Istanbul to take on Galatasaray, where they have to do something they've not managed to do ever, which is get a win against Galatasaray away from home. Otherwise, the Champions League is done and dusted. I'm getting straight into the team who United should be going with for this game, who I think are the ones that are going to see us through this and give us a chance going forward. You can see there on the screen, Anano, Wan-Bissaka, Varane, Maguire, Shaw. We have to stop this Varane playing around nonsense. This is a man who has won the Champions League, who has been there and done it, worn a T-shirt, knows what nights like this are like. We cannot have a nervy Victor Lindelof in this team, in this game. Varane has to come back. We need the experience. For me, is a no-brainer completely. McTominay stays in there simply because it worked alongside Mainu in that last game against Everton. Mainu, for me, gets the nod. Again, he has to keep his place in that team after that performance against Everton. Fernandes, obviously a captain. He's in there as well. No Marcus Rashford. Rasmus Højlund is fit again. So is Antony. But Antony doesn't make it into this team for me. Palestre starts on the right-hand side. Højlund definitely our leading goal scorer in the Champions League and this season with 5 goals, all in this competition. And Garnacho, obviously, the wonder goal scorer from earlier on in the week against Everton, stays in this lineup. I mean, guys, come on. We know what is ahead of Manchester United here. Our record in Turkey, even outside of Istanbul, against Besiktas and other teams, Fenerbahce as well. We've played them quite a few times. I think we've been away from home 8 times in the Champions League. I think we've only won 3 games. And like I said at the start, Galatasaray, we know what's coming. We know what this crowd is bringing. We know how hostile it can be in Galatasaray. They are just going to make this a living hell for Manchester United. And bottle jobs is something that we cannot afford to have in our team this evening. It is just going to be hard work. We're going to have to expect a hard watch because United are up against the crowd. The team, honestly, I have no fear that Manchester United can beat Galatasaray. I thought they were poor in the first leg. They're missing key defenders from that first leg as well. 2 of their better players in defence. Manchester United are a better team. Manchester United know how to beat Galatasaray. Can they handle the atmosphere and that 12th man? That is the only thing that Galatasaray are going to be able to beat United with in this game. It is the only way that United come out with this and not second in the group. I can see Bayern Munich beating Copenhagen in the other fixture, which takes us to 6 points and 2 points clear of third place, which is Galatasaray. Then all we need is to better their result in that last game. And I know it's at home to Bayern Munich, but Bayern Munich will be out of the competition by then and clear through and already got their place in the last 16 draw. Manchester United then will look at this and go, right, let's just get a positive result. We can beat Bayern. They're going to be putting out maybe a weakened side in that last game. All ifs, buts, maybes going ahead when we get to that game. First of all, Istanbul. Early kickoff. Everyone absolutely raring to go over there in Turkey. And it is going to be a very, very difficult night for United. Can we keep our heads on the pitch? Can we not get involved in anything? Because the crowd are going to jump on to anything. I mean, to be honest, the crowd are not even going to jump onto anything. This is one of the most hostile atmospheres in world football. You only have to go back to the last times United have been here. Like I said, we've never managed to get a win. 0-0s, defeats. It's just been a ground. Well, it's obviously changed over the years, but the fans have stayed the same, and it's still been that raucous, horrible, hostile reception every single time. And it's going to be even worse. There's so much on this. Galatasaray can pretty much put Manchester United out of the Champions League. And what a feather to have in your cap that would be for the Turkish team. And honestly, United have to be completely on it. You can see the team that I've picked there. I just feel like that's a team that is solid, experienced, and hasn't got as many mistakes in it. You could argue Harry Maguire, but honestly, I feel like the way he's been playing, he's probably been the best of the bad bunch who have been playing. Dalot is one that you could say would suit a game like this, maybe, if we need a goal. Wan-Bissaka, I just want no nonsense defending in this game. No mistakes, because we will basically lose this game for ourselves. And we need to take that out of the equation. We need to take the likes of Dalot sleeping at the back stick like he has cost us. He cost us in the reverse fixture when he allowed Zaha to outstrength him. He cost us in Copenhagen for falling asleep at the back stick. I don't need that. I need Wan-Bissaka in there. No nonsense defending. If that was him on Wilfried Zaha, then he's not getting through. And honestly, Zaha is the nemesis. His nemesis is Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka has to be in this team 100%. Otherwise, I'm going to worry defensively for United because we do switch off. We do. Wan-Bissaka, I just feel on a one-on-one situation, which he's probably going to be up against with Zaha, I feel like we need him in the team more than Dalot on this one. So, yeah, midfield, Mainu, it's a big ask. It is. It's a big, big ask. 2 hostile atmospheres to start off his United career. But he showed maturity in that game against Everton beyond his years, and I feel he has to be in there. He really does. McTominay, he needs a big night. I mean, Amrabat, I was sort of iffing and butting between him and Amrabat. I feel like he has just got the nod ahead of Amrabat at the moment, simply because he gets up and down the pitch a bit quicker. And that's saying something just, really. I mean, do you guys think that Amrabat should come in? Obviously, guys, get your comments in below, obviously, and let me know what you think with my starting lineup. Do you agree? Are you changing it up? Is Martial keeping his place in the team? Obviously, there's no Marcus Rashford because he's suspended. So Garnacho definitely holds down the left-hand berth. Some people have been saying Martial in on the left. You cannot take Garnacho out of this team. I'm sorry. You really can't. It's impossible to do so. So for me, Garnacho starts 100% on the left-hand side. Pellistri on the right. I know it's a big ask. Young players, big atmosphere. I just feel like they won't be thinking about the atmosphere. I feel like they'll just be taking it all in. I feel like they'll just play fearless. They've got nothing to lose. Whereas some big United players, some big names like Antony, the big £80 million signing, they'll be gunning for him. They'll be trying to wind him up. I don't think you can wind up Højlund, Garnacho, or Pellistri. I feel like them players, they're just focused on the football. You can kick them to death and they won't lash out. They've not got that in them. And I feel like that is massively important in this game. We can't afford a red card. Mainu will keep his head. McTominay should. Bruno Fernandes, maybe some petulance can creep in as a worry there, because I feel like this is a game where you could get a red card easily because the atmosphere is that big. It is that hostile that you can get carried away with everything. So for me, I'm looking at that team and going composure all over the park. You know what I mean? There's not one of them players that's going to have a snap out or have a moment or anything like that. I just feel like that is our safest bet. And obviously, we need the win. We have to win this game, otherwise we're out. And that's what's important. Get the players on there that you know you can rely on just to see you through that first 20 minutes, and then eventually we'll take over and we should get that win. I say that, but obviously you don't know, do you? You don't know if we're going to get the win. And that atmosphere is everything. The whole environment around the game, with it being an early kickoff, does that benefit us? I'm not too sure. Honestly, I just look at it and I go, get through the first 10, 15 minutes, no mistakes, don't encourage them. Same old added saying with every single United game, but we have been doing that recently and it has been working for us. No nonsense football is what is in order for this game against Galatasaray. We cannot afford to let them get on top of us and bring that crowd into it. A goal definitely kills them down in that atmosphere around that stadium. Whether or not we can hold the lead this time, we did it at Old Trafford and blew it. Hopefully we can do it this time and hold on to it. It's a must. Otherwise, Ten Hag's fallen at the first Champions League hurdle, and it looks like a bit of a disaster on paper, doesn't it? So, honestly, we have to win this game. We have to be in that last 16. We really do. Otherwise, dropping into that Europa League is just going to destroy our season. I just can't live with Europa League Thursday night football again. Liverpool are there. Let them play it out. We don't need it. We don't need it. That is my prediction. That is my look ahead to the game, everyone. Obviously, I'll be with you all on top of the league for the watch along with Craig in this game. So do tune into that one tomorrow night. Get your comments in below. Obviously, like, share, and subscribe to the channel as well. I'm loving everyone's comments and input on it. Big announcement still to come on Friday. Don't forget that one as well, guys. That is a big one. We are changing things up and you don't want to miss it. So be there or be square. But guys, concentrate. First things first. Welcome to hell. This is Galatasaray away. Oh, do we need a win?